So this was definitely the highlight of my day. It was a great welcome, the I love you circle. The architecture was nothing what I imagined it would be, and it sloped down all the way to the festival itself. People were painting on the floor, they were painting on the walls, there were paintings everywhere.
So guys, have a great day. Make everything amazing today because you are awesome.
That lady was awesome. So I went to the Super Duper Grub and shop, took a look at that, went over to the library, headed down the hall, and was just inspired by everything I was seeing. I was really blown away. Went down the hallway here. There was so much to look at everywhere, and the place was like a maze, which I really enjoyed. I showed these to my mom, and now she wants me to make her one of these little houses, so I'm committed. It was amazing to see all these photographs. This elegant girl right here, and in contrast, this other girl here. The buses in line, the guy reading the paper. Everything looks amazing. You can't help but be inspired. I took a quick peek in the library and then headed over to the Wonderscapes. This was really nice. A lot of little kids running around. Giant tea kettle spouting its tea, I guess, into this cup. Headed over on the ramp to check out what was going on the other side. This looked nice, but this was the best. Seeing these kids playing in the water, something so calm and wonderful about that. You can just watch them all day long. Look at them play. So I headed out and started heading over to the Artscapes, but wanted to take a quick peek again at the library. It really is immense. Very impressive. So here I am at the Artscape. Run into this and still wondering exactly what they meant. But this part right here was one of my favorite. I can totally see myself having a room like this, even though I'm prone to vertigo, and a room like this is the last thing or the last place you want to be if you get vertigo. But I am a risk taker and a great appreciator of creativity. Here we are at the Joe DiMaggio area, and to see some of these drawings and paintings, I mean, look at these. That's amazing. They look like photographs, a lot of them. And even though that said exit, of course I had to go in. And when I turn over, I see a Metro Mover, or a piece of it, with this cute little girl in a red dress, of course, playing in it. And then I look up and see, that's us. I felt very proud at that moment. It's really a cool place. And this room was awesome. I can't imagine coming here and learning and not jumping into that sandbox at every opportunity. Flush on the floor. Beautiful design. And look at this guy. Reminds me of something I wanted to paint one time. And I think we're still here in the Artscape, or maybe the Culturescapes. This area was a big mystery to me because I didn't know how in the world to get in there. It seemed to be a secret. I love the skateboards, and this was amazing. Mesmerizing eyes. This part was pretty cool too. I had always wanted to do something like this with an old TV. when I saw it, I felt bad I had never done it. Maybe someday. We are all wired. That is today. And this room's another room that can give you a little bit of vertigo, but I've actually always wanted a room like this, inspired by one of the Batman movies back in the day. Totally cool. I love fluorescent lighting and fluorescent paints. So I finally was able to get into that secret room where the skateboards are. Checking things out. Ran into Salvador Dali. And a few other strange things. Didn't know what that was, but I knew what that was. Oddly placed upside down next to a wicked witch's wings that were actually protected by a very ferocious pit of man-eating alligators. So I quickly got out of there. Money makes the world go round, but it was the Great Wave of Kanagawa that really blew me away. I've always loved that painting. And more amazing is that kids are actually able to go in there, play on there. I mean, this place is a dream come true. And then I heard those drums. I quickly ran up to the stairs. They sounded very familiar to me. And little did I know I would find a stomp room. Oh yeah. And in typical stomp fashion, there were just things everywhere. There's so much power in their dance and in their music. But it was almost time for me to go. Ended up at the night gallery.
How you doing?
Wow. Little Daft Punk playing there, getting ready for their performances of the day. And this pretty much wrapped up my quick tour of the Young Art Museum. And I just wanted to enjoy a little bit of time in that big room, and then I caught notice of something I enjoy very much, which is motorcycles. This is a very small motorcycle, but it's still a motorcycle. And I will definitely be coming back more than one more time.
One more time, it's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. One more time, it's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time, this got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free.